Hi guys, I'm Owen Warner and welcome to the channel.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to another video on this channel. Obviously you can see we're not on the lake today, but this is a little different video. We got a very cool video for you. I'm going to be commentating the state record tiger shark for Florida. I hope you guys enjoy this video. It's a little bit different, but it's going to be an insane video regardless. Stick around till the end. I got on a phone call with Mark, asked him some cool questions, and he got his perspective in there on the shark. But I was not in the boat for this. I'm just honored to be able to make this video, and it was a really cool video to make. But video's done. Intro got deleted. Camera problems, typical. But I hope you guys enjoy. Alright, finally got it figured out. We're using the GoPro now. Hopefully it doesn't look too bad. We were using the big camera. I don't know what's going on with it. It's fussy tonight. It will not record. I recorded half this video. Go to check it out as a halfway point, and everything was deleted. But like I said in the intro, got a cool video. And let's just get right into it. I'll try to keep my talking to a minimum so you guys can watch this video. But there's going to be some stuff that I chime in on.
Okay, Mark's on. We just had a bite on the front half of a barracuda. We're sitting here and all of a sudden we look down, we're trying to readjust the drag, and a 10-foot tiger shark swims by the boat. We go to reel up. We're gonna get his bait right over to it, and we realize that that fish literally came to show us what we were gonna be battling with.
Body harness. What's that all about? It's a full body harness.
You got it, Mark. You'll own this in 10 minutes.
Yeah, this one.
10 minutes was a little bit of an understatement there by Paul Hartman. You'll notice he does that quite a bit in this video. But one thing that I wanted to just say is the front half of a barracuda is the head of a barracuda and half of the body. You take a barracuda, cut it in half, head, half of the body. That's what they're fishing with there to get this shark to bite.
Difference in bait or
So this thing came by literally right below the boat.
get that rod out of it.
That is a whale, Mark. It's a 400-pound fish, I think.
400 might be a little bit of an understatement. This fish was 14 feet long, 1,200 pounds. 12 to 1,400, I think they said somewhere in there. There's different equations for it.
So now Mark's doing this after the record longest. Look at, you can see the color on that thing. He's staying up high. So yesterday Mark had on a fish for 4 hours, 50 minutes. First day on the Gulf.
You heard that right. Mark's first day of fishing on the Gulf of Mexico. He hooks up with a shark that he fights for 5.5 hours. I was there for that. I was not there for this. At this time, when they were fighting this shark, I was 32,000 feet up in the air and in plane on my way back to Minnesota, sadly. But the day before this, I was on the boat when we hooked up with an absolute monster. It was on a size 8,500 or 9,000 pen. Rod was a St. Croix Mojo, saltwater king of a rod. Like those literally do not break. But regardless, Mark fights this fish for 5.5 hours. I take 2 naps and eat 2 lunches during the whole time while he's fighting this fish. No one touches the rod besides me. I touch it for 10 seconds, and that was only for Mark to do this. And I'm not even lying. 5.5 hours. This is all Mark took a break for. This, and then he squeezes his hands and goes right back on it. I took footage of this. I don't know where it is. That was a crazy story. That's a story for another time, but I'm going to end it with that. I mean, I was the only one to see this fish. I was up on the tower, and I was looking down, and this fish was the size of a semi-truck. I'm not even lying. Not as long, obviously, but as wide and easily bigger than 14 feet. It was the biggest sea monster I've ever seen. It looked to be close to 1,000-pound bull. It had that thickness of a bull. It had the just girth and strength of a bull, but nobody else saw it besides me. I didn't get any footage of it. The GoPro was down underneath, but this thing came up, saw the boat, did a full 180, nice and slow. I got to see the whole thing. It takes 3 big kicks as it's disappearing, and the line snaps 5.5 hours into nothing. I can't say anything else about the story right now just because we got to get to this video, but that was an insane fish. But fights a fish the day before this 5.5 hours, he's dead. He's on to a 14-foot tiger shark.
Mexico, that thing just changes the water colors right there. Stay up, Mark. Stay up so you can move around.
I'll move one.
Hop up there. That's the fight, man. Get up there. Check it out. Look, oh, a big remora on him just popped off. Mark, that thing is so massive.
I love it. The captain wants some freedom.
You're 2/3 the way there, Mark. I'm not kidding. Like you're
2/3. He's saying he's 2/3 of the way through this. We're at 2 minutes and 15 seconds, and this video is 35 minutes long. He's at 1/17 as best.
This is exactly the same as that big silky. Like, I'm telling you, in 3 minutes, we're playing with this thing. Ben said we need the drag tighter on these. You want to go a little tighter, Mark?
No.
You're all good? Are you sure you're getting your money's worth out of this guy?
Don't come too far over. Yeah, don't come too far up. Yeah.
Hop up and pump him. You'll bring him right up now. You got him.
Absolutely fine.
Oh, Cameron died. This is legit my first time watching all these together. I put them in order on this timeline here, and I haven't even edited any of the videos, so this is everything that they shot of the shark. But I'm excited to see this. So the camera just died. They're back recording. Who knows what the fight's at right now? Guessing it took them about 4 or 5 minutes to switch the camera battery. Maybe a little less. Maybe about 2 or 3.
It hasn't exerted itself at all.
If you want to keep pressure on him, keep him coming. Do you want me to go for a little bit? Keep him rolling? Give you 1 minute?
Then I didn't catch it. Yeah, you're fine. You're fine, Mark. Take your time.
So Mark is an absolute tank of a guy. I mean, the guy is just built. He's built like a shit brick house. And this guy did not want anybody else to touch his rod because then he didn't catch it himself. He had some help. And I love that. It's awesome. That's the will, the work ethic, and oh my gosh, just the heart for fishing and him catching his fish. But he said there Paul wanted to take it and help him out, but he's like, no way. And he didn't, like I said, he didn't even let me touch it. I mean, I touched it for 10 seconds out of 5 hours and 36 minutes. So, I mean, the guy's got some crazy endurance.
Prepare for it to take a little while. Just like yesterday, get comfortable.
Paul, in my bag downstairs,
Yeah.
I have my thing of pre-workout. I need you to grab that.
My thing of pre-workout. I remember hearing this story.
Here, it'll be over before you even digest
No, it won't, Paul.
Just
It won't.
Not even close,
You want to
Paul.
drink?
I need
Straight
that.
up, I'm gonna get you
Fucking
some.
lactic acid is fucking.
The camera quit recording, Paul.
This is fighters.
So this is Paul's dad recording now. Obviously not the most tech savvy, but oh my gosh. He's asking for his pre-workout right now. I mean, that's just classic.
Paul, the camera quit recording.
What's that?
It quit recording.
It's still going.
Oh, I'm sorry.
It just goes, if you touch the back, it'll start up.
Okay.
Mark, where is it?
Sorry, then it's got all kinds of
It's in my
loopy stuff on
backpack
it.
down there.
Dude, you're literally almost done. You are not.
Almost done. He's 5 minutes in.
I'm telling you.
Yep.
How much you need in there?
This one's
One scoop. He's getting his Ben, our captain's making the pre-workout.
What's that? Paul, give him that water.
Oh, that's ridiculous. This could be an hour and a half from now. It could be 5 minutes.
I got Superman on this.
It could be 5 minutes. It could be an hour and a half. We don't know. Nobody knows.
So that's a tower in the background there, as you can see. And that's that beeping noise, the low alarm that's going off. Goes off every like 15 seconds or something. There it is.
If you hop up and use your whole body, your legs, right now you're using your
But Paul,
back.
I gotta hold onto a rod. And right now, my arms are fucking fried. I'm gonna tell you that. Straight up.
That's the part of the...
Mark, you do what you
But
do,
Paul,
bud.
I'm gonna drop the rod.
Just take your time.
No, I don't want a hand. I'll get it. Then give me my pre-workout.
Everything's good.
Get the
Everything's
lactic
good.
acid out of my forearms and I'll kick this.
There you go. That's a man right there. That is a man versus a beast, and the man is gonna win.
Kill yourself.
You got a lid for this waterfall?
Take mine off. Use mine.
Like you bring it up literally. Because that fish is feeling exactly...
I see the fucker.
You own this, I'm telling you. He is seriously feeling and giving in.
Ben, get on the controls. He's going to the bow thrust right.
They're just getting towed again by this huge fish. I don't even know where they hooked up. I don't know if they hooked up back close to the tower and it just dragged them away. I mean, usually when we hook up on sharks, they pull us away from the tower. So I mean, that definitely could have happened. Oh my gosh, pure strength. Pure, absolute pure strength.
He could do that for 45 minutes. He literally didn't have enough. He's done pulling again. You literally had him. That's his big explosion. 30 foot is all he can muster. You own it. You're like beast and beast on this. He's literally, he can't even swim away from you. Now we're dragging. You can see your face like that. You're doing awesome.
Gonna give him his stuff.
Here comes the pre-workout to save the day. Oh, that's funny. That's so great. Oh, so there's the back half of the Barracuda on the cut board right there. Ben's laughing.
There's no birds resting. There's a way I'm not taking the lead on this fishing. This is going to take about 4 people to control this one. Catch the fish.
Mark's a workout expert.
I
Mark,
know, but
Mark's a workout expert.
Get you back in the gym, Paul, because I'm
No,
going to
but-
cry.
I don't know if you just heard that, but Mark said, so this is at the point when Mark and Paul were training together. Mark said, I can't wait to get you back in the gym. I'm going to make you cry, he said. He's going to work.
I like your style.
Talk to me about
right here.
Mark.
Now that's what you're doing. No, you're doing it. Now just nice and easy. Show him to use his legs. Show him to use his body.
Use your energy smartly, just like you would in the gym.
You got it. Now we are literally 15 feet from leader color. You are 12 feet from
You gotta
leader.
go up.
You wanna?
Bishop Mark's match is
Hold him
like
when that happens.
around 500.
Just hold him when that happens.
Yeah, the fucking full body one would have been tits.
Full body one would have been tits, he says.
Can you hook to the reel? can become a water skier kind of quick.
Become a water skier kind of quick. Just get dragged across the water.
He's gonna get pissed again.
No, I don't think if we hit the thruster, I think he's done. Like Mark whipped him. Look at it, literally goes slack in between.
It's got to be coming up. He's like right there. I mean, he took a couple of big pulls, but I mean, how have we not seen this thing yet? We're 17 minutes and 38 seconds into this fight. Come on, we got to see it here. Come on. Pan over, Paul.
Your mate's still on the line, Mark. Here he is. Oh my gosh, Ben, this is bigger than we thought.
My gosh.
This fish is 12 foot easy.
Oh my god, you see that?
Mark, you got a 600-pound fish. Oh my gosh, Mark.
This is the fucking leader.
That is a catch.
It's a catch right there, boom.
Mark, look at
19, just shy of 20 minutes. Just shy of 20 minutes, they touched the leader.
No, you hold on to that.
Hold on to it. It's not over.
Ben, I guess, like tore his shoulder holding this fish when it starts thrashing on the other side of the boat.
There you go. You got him. Back on you.
Mark!
That's a boat.
Biggest fish I've seen.
It would be nice to try and get a guesstimate at a length. I told you, you had him. You got it, man. This guy owns fish. 5 hours yesterday, 4 hours, 50 minutes. This guy comes out here, says, please do it again. And in what, 20 minutes, beats the biggest fish in the sea. That is too cool.
Oh my gosh, look at it down there. I mean, look at that freaking fish.
Will you do this?
Oh gosh, he's really trying. He wants it.
Oh my gosh, Mark. Oh. Look at that, Mark. Look at that freaking sea monster, dude. Hold on to him. Just hold on to him.
He just got thrown against the boat. Absolutely. Look at, he's about to fall out. Oh my god, he almost fell out. He almost just fell out. He legit was, his feet were off the ground. His feet were off the ground.
Don't stand right there.
Go to that side again. That's perfect. You're good, Mark.
Okay, I need a rest, boys.
Yep. Mike, what are you doing? You're fine.
He legit almost got yanked out of the boat. Like, he almost went flying.
How many people get a chance to spend time that close to a creature like that? That's like having a fucking lion by the tail.
So true. It's just like having a lion by the tail. Like, that is legit once in a lifetime. That's 99.9999% of the people don't have a chance to even see that in person, ever. Or let alone fight it.
Like a lifetime.
Sure, you can go on Instagram and see it, or go on YouTube and watch this video, but there you go, right there. That's the captain.
Never ever see it.
Like I said, besides on Instagram and YouTube, you just won't see it.
Good job.
Yeah, lose the glasses. I need to wait.
Yeah, lose the glasses. Paul.
But the fish is not. Like, that's a super special fish.
You're right.
That fish is going to die.
Get him up.
Right now, when he comes up this time, it's literally coming up vertical. You're right. I hate when he's right. Now he's got something moving. Martin, that thing is such an incredible whale.
Get him up.
Okay, Mark.
Oh my gosh, dude. Pan up just a little
Wow.
Oh, that's at least 14.
Good guess, Warren. Right on the dot.
Okay, the 2.
Mark. You want me to move?
I think that's where he tore his shoulder right there.
That is unbelievable. Yeah, get him. Ben, that thing might be 14 feet.
I think it is.
He's fine. Health-wise. He's got his stomach out. Oh, I saw. He came up that way, though. Yeah, we'll just cut the leader on this one, not the hook.
Do you want the big bolt cutter?
So I looked it up, and it says when in high stress, the tiger shark stomach will actually just come out, and it's almost like he's puking up, because he's in such a stressful situation, like how us humans, when we get stressed, we start feeling sick or nauseous. They actually just regurgitate their whole stomach out, and it'll go back in when it stops stressing, but that's what's happening there. It's not his tongue.
Pull. Let's see if we can get him coming that way one more time. Here he comes. So if he at the boat for a second, I'll say now, and you look at where you are. Just mark anything.
Can't imagine hand lining this like Ben is.
Hey, look on your shoulder.
So there's he's in pain.
I'm getting pictures of lots of pieces of fish, but the best pictures of the fish are just the fish. But that's how it's got to be. I mean, literally, that fish is such an awesome deal.
Yeah, Ben's hurt.
You want the blue cutters?
So as he comes this way, let's do one last thing of pictures, and then we'll go for the cut. Oh, it's over.
You want me to grab the...
Unless you want to take the leader, because I hurt myself.
He's hurt. Ben's hurt.
Here.
I'm excited for this last 7 minutes. 7 minutes and 30 seconds. I'm confused with what happens here.
Coming?
Oh my gosh.
I mean, look at that section you can see is 10 foot long.
Yeah.
Oh, it's... Look, he's way past that. Oh, I got him.
Oh, yeah.
He's way past that. He's 2 foot past that.
Low sun battery on this.
Low battery?
Yeah.
Okay.
I turn it off or...
Dude, I tweaked my elbow really bad.
That's it. Over his shoulder. So.
Okay, and then I'm gonna... Ben's the photographer here too.
Okay, should I turn this off?
We'll leave it go just till it's...
Pretty sure it dies over here. Oh no, does it die?
He was past the motors, or up by the motors. And
This is what real men do when they turn 36 for their birthday.
Clean off that camera lens. Good man, good man.
No, you don't know. I want this as bad as you do for you, but for me too. You know what I mean?
Alright, so Paul's on the leader now.
Cutters.
We'll do one thing of pictures. Okay, Warren, will you step back?
Yes.
Yeah, that's good with the video. That's awesome.
Oh my gosh.
Mark, look around,
Okay.
Paul.
Past the motor.
Oh my gosh. So just trying to get some good pictures right now.
Touch it.
What a fish.
Right there. Okay, get a length, Ben. After the splash.
Oh, don't set this down. Don't set it down. Oh my gosh. Oh my gosh. There's no way. There's no way. Please pick this back up. Pick this back up. No. You kidding? Pick it back up. Come on. Pick it back up. Pick it back up.
Stay with it one more time here. Get his head around. There we go.
Pick it back up. Just come on. Make me look like a fool. Pick it back up. Come on. Come on. Come on. Pick it back up. How can you not? How can you not pick it back up? Dude, there's no way. I want to skip forward. I'm going to skip forward. No, they're going to pick it back up here. Come on. Come on, bro. You're killing me. You're killing me. Oh my god, they just cut it off. And we didn't even get to see it. It's gone. It's gone and we didn't even get to see it released. Bro. This is why I need to be in the boat filming, right here. This reason, right here. Okay, so they did get the girth. They got the girth in a rough estimate length to equal, I think it was like right around 12 to 1,400 pounds. This fish. 1,400 pounds. Insane, regardless. Let's make sure they don't pick this back up. Nope, it dies right there, but... Wow. Absolutely, I can't even say, I'm like speechless watching this. I mean, it sucks that they didn't get the release on there. But holy crap, what a fish. What a fish. State record tiger shark. Let's go search this up real quick. Let's go look this up. Florida state record tiger shark. Yeah. Florida. Oh my gosh. They got it on here. This is his fish right here. My gosh. There's so many stories about it. May 7th, 2019 was when this one was published. Maplesnews.com, MarcoNews.com, FoxNews.com. 38-year record. CatchAFloridaMemory.com, man catches tiger shark, breaks 30-year-old record. I mean, you can just go look up Florida State. I mean, this is it. This is the video. Right here. 1,065 pounds. So I was a little bit off on the weight. 1,065 pounds. This is what MarcoNews.com says. The current Florida State record tiger shark is a 1,065 pound fish that is 12 1/2 feet, caught out of Pensacola waters in 1981. So that was Stark. Yeah, so no, Mark Stock shark was estimated to weigh more than 1,100 pounds, but its exact weight will never be known. It was immediately released. So this is what I hate about the state record tiger shark stuff, or state record anything for big game like this. You have to kill the fish. You have to bring it in, and you have to, sadly, like, just bring it up on shore to weigh it. But I mean, if you drag that fish for, I mean, it takes us 2.5 hours or 2 hours to get out to the tower, 1.5 hours, 2 hours. If you're dragging that fish at 2 miles an hour, I mean, that's going to take you over a day to get back. I mean, you'd probably be able to pay it a little bit longer, but I mean, minimum you're looking at a 12-hour boat ride. You just don't have that time. And they didn't want to kill the fish. We don't kill the fish. But I mean, go look it up. I mean, go look up Florida State record shark and Mark Stock comes up. But with that being said, thank you guys for tuning in to this different kind of video. We're going to get Mark on the phone here. Wow, what a fish by him. All I can say is, wow. Oh, that's crazy. Great fish for him. Thanks for tuning in. If you like this kind of video, be sure to comment that. Maybe I can do some more videos like this. Actually, I will do more videos like this if you comment down below that you like this kind of video. If you enjoyed this video in any way, please hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. More content coming every single week, either Tuesday or Wednesday, depending on which channel I post on. If it's my personal channel, it is Wednesday. If it is the team channel at High Performance Fishing, which just dropped a video today on January 26th. I don't even know the date. January 26th has a video. We just started a new series called Chasing Panfish. It's episode 1 today. We're in southwest Minnesota ice fishing for big panfish, and we kill them. But go check that out if you want. But if you like this kind of video, hit that like button, hit that subscribe button. Make sure to let me know in the comments. And thank you all for tuning in.
Yep.
Okay, cool. I'll just switch it over to a FaceTime here then. Just tell me about what you remember from the fight.
Well, what I do remember was my birthday that day.
Yeah.
And we hooked into that fish, which was, I don't know, just to see the fish, to know what I was fighting, without seeing it. You generally, a fish hits way out there. You don't know what it is till it comes to the boat. But we knew what I was fighting at that point. And I think Paul said a 10-footer. It ended up being like 14 and a half foot.
Yep.
But it was immediately when that fish took off, when we seen it at the boat and it took off, and I knew I was hooked up to that fish, my hands went just almost like numb. Like I could barely hold on to the fish from the previous day. And it was the hardest thing. It was like I was hooked to a vehicle.
Yeah.
And kind of like pulling a vehicle. You'd gain a little bit and then it would run. And then you gain a little bit, it would run. And I don't remember the exact time that we had it leadered. And then that was pretty crazy.
It was, I actually got the exact time. The exact time is like 19 minutes and 38 seconds. So you got it in under 20 minutes. I can't believe that.
Under 20 minutes, we leadered it. And I think Ben hurt himself. It was either Ben or Paul hurt himself. He hyperextended his elbow. But then we ended up getting pictures around, 45 minutes, I think?
Yep. It was, I think right around 34 minutes. There was pictures being taken and stuff. The GoPro actually got set down, which is funny. So we did not get to see the release. It got set down when you guys started messing around with the fish, which is fine. I mean, hey, we saw just about everything we needed to see, but wow, that was nuts. Tell us a little bit about that fish from the day before. Like, what was it like fighting an absolute sea monster on a light tackle rod?
So, yeah, I mean, you were out with us that day.
Yeah.
And we were catching AJ's, Cuda, cobia, and whatnot. So we're fishing, 8-odd hooks with some filtered minnows on and whatnot. And I remember I felt the thump, and, you're just supposed to reel in. You're not setting the hook. So I just started reeling. I'm like, the rod's like half bent over. I'm like, this ain't moving. I think I've snagged the bottom or something, right? And all of a sudden you're just like, whom, whom, whom. And I'm like, oh yeah. And we did corkscrew 11 miles, 5-some hours or whatever it was.
Yep.
It was a long time. And we got to see that. And Ben and Paul, I think, yelled out, that's a giant bull shark, and I don't remember exactly what they said, 10-foot, 12-foot bull shark. I remember Ben saying, man, that's the biggest bull shark I've ever seen. And then it turned away, and his tail cut the line. What it felt like was like you literally hooked into the bottom, and you really couldn't do nothing but just hang on. I mean, Ben would kick it down just to catch up to the fish because it was about to spool me. And we just corkscrewed for 5 hours and then got to see it, which was cool. And, then we went back fishing, drove back to the tower, and I think you guys caught Goliaths all night.
Yep, yeah. So how do you have the endurance to fight a fish for 5 or whatever the time was on that fish, 4.5 to 5.5 hours? Like, how do you do that? I explained that I only touched the rod for 8 to 10 seconds just so you could stretch your hands and arms. That's the only time I touched the rod, and you held it the rest of the time.
Yep.
How do you do that?
Well, I had trained trained actually pretty hard in the gym. You know, I was big into fitness, and I just honestly trained. I did a lot of high rep, lightweight stuff just to get that burn, get more your muscular endurance. And I also had strength, but I really worked on my endurance. I was running. When I came to Florida, I have to say I was 35, I think. That day I caught the shark, I think I turned 36.
Yep, that's what it was.
I just, you know, just being in shape, that's how it happens. I mean, you've seen that tiger shark where I was yelling for pre-workout, and Ben went down and mixed me up pre-workout because I believe in that. You get, you know, lactic acid build up in your muscles, and you're done.
Yeah.
You know?
Yeah.
So, no, it's just the will of never to quit, never give up. That's just been in me since the military, and that's just how I am.
Yeah, that's great. That was 2 awesome stories. I don't know how the heck. And then, so didn't you guys go out after that shark, and didn't you guys catch the Florida state record Goliath grouper twice?
Well, what happened is Paul first caught about a 225-pound bull shark. And then he's like, Mark, you want to try a shark? Boom, try a shark. I hook into that tiger. We get it. Afterwards, we're like, well, you can't even beat that now. Like, what else? That's like the biggest fish around here. And they're like, well, let's try for grouper. So we actually kind of switched gear a little bit. We actually put on the harness, and we went to the tower and dropped straight down. And Paul's first strike, boom, he catches into one. I think he got his in around 8. I don't remember the dimensions on his, but his was like, oh my gosh, that's giant, right?
Yeah.
So he looked at me and he goes, well, you're next up. I said, let's do this.
Yeah.
And we dropped down. Boom, my first strike, I hook in. It's literally like you're hooking into a Volkswagen car at the bottom thing. And I remember yelling out on that one, like, what did Paul get his in? And there were 8 minutes, and I was giving it everything I had. I think I got mine in 7 minutes. Mine was, I don't think as long as Paul's, but it was around. And yeah, unofficially, it was pretty good record size fit.
Yeah, and those both broke records, and they were both in the papers along with that shark, correct?
Yep.
Yeah, that's nuts.
Yep. I actually talked to a biologist from Florida that does shark research, and that's kind of who gave me the background on roughly what size what that thing could weigh, because, you know, we just took a length measurement off the side of the boat and then measured that, you know, that night. So it's kind of truly unofficial on all the length and whatever, but to catch a 14 and a half foot, you know, 12 to 1,500 pound shark is insane.
Yeah.
And then to release that, and then an hour later, same spot that I caught the tiger shark or released the tiger shark, because you hook into a grouper, you got to get away from the tower, right? Well, Ben basically drove right to where I released that tiger shark. I catch that fish, and Ben's like, and Paul, you got to get in the water with that thing. I'm like, I don't even swim in Minnesota monkey water. Go to the saltwater. And where I just released a shark, an 8-foot bull shark, and my 14.5-foot tiger. But I got in, and it was crazy because I got in, and the flippers were too big they were from Paul, and that one fell off, and I had to dive down to get it, put it back on, and I'm like, hurry up, Ben. You watch that sonar, make sure nothing's swimming around here, and take the pictures. And it was like a magical day. 2 record fish in one day on my birthday. First major saltwater trip. I'd been in the Keys and whatnot, but that was like my first major trip.
Yeah, and you said, I guess you'd probably say that was probably the most fun fishing you've ever had?
Hands down.
Yeah.
I don't know if you could ever come close to that other than duplicating that plus some.
Yeah. Yeah, I would say the exact same thing. Oh, wow, that's awesome. That's crazy. I still can't get over it. I watched this video. I've watched it I think I've watched this one. This is my 14th time going to be watching this when it drops tonight on YouTube. And then the other one, that's going to just be the full fight straight up with an intro and an outro. I've watched that one like 7 times. So I've watched this video close to 25 times already.
I can't wait, man, because I'm just reliving the whole moment with you right now. And
yeah.
I have the whole video.
Yep. Yeah, that's awesome. So what was the hardest thing about fighting? We'll leave out the factor of you fighting a fish for 5 hours the day before, but what was the hardest thing fighting this tiger shark? Was it the sheer power of him, the head shakes, because you almost got pulled out of the boat. I remember your feet were off the ground. I've seen it. It's in the video, and I was like, wow, he almost got pulled out.
I know we were, it was pretty insane. The fish pulled me so hard that the gunnel of the boat, my thighs, is what kept me in the boat. And what the hardest thing, hands down, was my grip.
Yeah.
The shark was so powerful. I mean, you've seen me. I wasn't wearing a body harness. I was just wearing like a pad where the rod's in. It has no. I'm still holding that fish. You know what I mean? If I let that rod go, see you bye. You know. So that was the biggest thing. And yeah, the head shakes were massive, but it was just when it wanted to swim away, you couldn't stop it. You know, and if you tried to, you got what happened to me. You know, we had that thing locked down. We were going line break or bust. That fish was coming in.
Yeah.
So,
yeah, that was awesome.
Hands down the grip.
Yeah, that was. I can't believe
I got small hands, so holding on to them, big rods is tough. You know, I'm not
it is.
a big foot with a big hand.
Yep. Yeah, well, that was awesome. Thank you for catching this fish, I guess. I mean, wow, what a fish. Unofficially the Florida State record tiger shark. Officially in our hearts, I guess you could say. But wow, what a fish.